Happy Thursday, folks. Here we're going to kind of talk about Lions versus Denver Broncos, the importance of this game, keys to victory for Detroit, what it means in the big picture, all of that beautiful, beautiful stuff right there. That's what this video is about. Before we get into today's video, if you are not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It absolutely helps the channel out. That is, we want to continue to grow, and obviously you hit that like button. It pushes the content out there, all that lovely stuff. Subscribe. Let's get this thing started. The significance of this game on Saturday is very, 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 very high, very, very important. It can mean the difference between Lions winning the NFC North sooner rather than later, an opportunity to seal the division, to seal a playoff spot for sure. At home, primetime game against a very good team in the Denver Broncos. This may be the biggest game of the year by far. It will have an opportunity for the Lions to take a flag, put it down in the NFC North. The odds of the Vikings defeating the Bengals are low. I think the Bengals are a much better team. They probably get the win there. And the Lions have an opportunity then to get to 10 wins. Then the Minnesota Vikings can't get more than 10, and obviously you face them twice. And the Green Bay Packers, if they lose, they would be out of the NFC North playoffs. Significant day this game could be, and not just the totality of this year, but for the last 30 years. The Lions get a win on Saturday. It is very close to guaranteeing winning the NFC North, something they have never done. Not the NFC North. Haven't won the division in over 30 years, playoff game, all of that stuff. Significant game. Doesn't guarantee they win the NFC North, but the odds dramatically increase for them to happen. They would just have to win one more game out of the next three. After that, Lions win the NFC North. 11 wins will give the Lions the NFC North. So that's extremely important for this game. What do Lions need to do in this game to get a win? Well, Denver Broncos is a very good defense. They've been playing lights out since the Miami Dolphins put 70 points on them halfway through the season. They've won 6 of the last 7. But they're not perfect. The Texans beat them. I thought they would. Their offense is good, but it's a very kind of bland, boring offense. The checkdowns, and I think that helps the Lions defense out, because what really kills them is the deep pass and the big passes, because that's where we get beat by, Jerry Jacobs gets beat and our corners get beat. With the checkdowns, I think it does help the Lions defense out in a little bit, and that's really good. But their biggest weakness defensively for the Denver Broncos here is their run defense. They're the 32nd run defense in all of football. That's the worst in the NFL, allowing 144 yards on the ground a game. Lions have a very good run game. You have Jahmyr Gibbs, you have David Montgomery. It feels like the last couple of weeks or last month we kind of gotten away from the run. I think this is a really good opportunity, and this is one of the keys to victory here, is to run the football. Run it. Mix it up with Jahmyr Gibbs. He needs to get touches. Anytime this guy touches the football, he can make a big play. What helps out in the pass game is a great running game. You can do play action at that point and vice versa. Got to run the football. We have to. And if Frank Ragnow plays, we don't know, at least while I'm recording this video at this point. Maybe it knows by now, but while I'm recording this video, I don't know. I think that will make the offensive line do an amazing job. And look, the defensive line for the Denver Broncos is really good. They get a ton of sacks, so this offensive line has to dominate. The Lions' offense revolves around the offensive line. If you can run the football and pass protect, the Lions can decimate teams, even if really good defenses. We have seen it in the last couple years, but you have to start by running the football. We have to be consistent. We got to start fast. In games past, our defense is out there, whatever, would it be the Bears, the Packers, they go and score a touchdown. We're automatically behind in the game. We need to start fast. We need to start with the football and play our type of offense, and that's ground and pound, physically beat you. That's the type of team that we are, and then Jared Goff does play action, and it works. When we get out of that style, our offense is not that good. So we have to get back to the roots and start fast by running the football. So that's one of my keys to victory here. Run, 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 run. We can't shoot ourselves in the foot, and this is not just turnovers. I'm talking about flags. 8 flags in the last game. Every time we get a flag, specifically on offense, it automatically sets that drive back. It kills us. Anytime we get a flag, it absolutely kills the momentum. We got to stop that. We're at home. We have the crowd on our side, so it should be a little bit easier, right? When you have the crowd on your side, you're going to do probably less false starts. Holdings, we got to not do that. That kills us right now offensively. In years past, or even halfway through the season, we could probably get through it, but we've been struggling as of late. Anytime we get a flag, it kind of just ends the drive. So stop shooting ourselves in the foot. Let me know in the comment section right now, what is the key to victory, Lions and Bears? Let me know your thoughts. Mine is that. And again, it's also, not shoot yourselves in the foot. There's 3 phases here. Don't turn the football over. Whether you're Josh Reynolds or you're running the football with David Montgomery or Jared Goff fumbling it, we cannot fumble the football. In this game specifically, I would like Jared Goff to take the sack instead of fumbling. I would like him to throw the ball away instead of throwing an interception. We can use special teams. We can make up for it. But by turning the football over, it's an automatic, it seems like it's an automatic loss. And the Denver Broncos are +6 in the turnover differential, 7th best in the NFL. Lions are one of the worst right now. We have to hold on to the football. And remember, we did this with New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints was one of the best with the turnover differential, one of the worst, and we actually won the turnover differential there. So we got to do the same thing in this game. Fundamental football, hold on to the football, don't fumble, no interceptions. And turning over is not just fumbling it or throwing interceptions. It's also turnover on downs. If we can't do that in this game. Turnover on downs is just like a turnover. So we have to be smart on 4th down here. If we're winning in the offensive line in this game, we're dominating the run game. Okay, if it's a 4th and 1, power I. If it's a 4th and 1 and we're at the 35-yard line, I don't mind it. But if they're dominating us on the line of scrimmage, you should rethink doing that 4th down because we're not winning the line of scrimmage. So be very smart about this on the 4th down territory. Also, fundamental football is tackles. We have to tackle in this game. We let Justin Fields just run all over us, and we had him dead to rights multiple times. Russell Wilson is not Justin Fields in that sense. He's still mobile, but he's not as close as mobile as Justin Fields. If we have him dead to rights, take him down. We got to tackle. We got to take him down. Hold on to him, whatever it is, but we cannot allow that to occur. And if it's a 3rd and 18, don't do a flag. Again, pass interference, holding defensively, offsides, free plays. Be fundamentally sound in this game. The Lions have an opportunity to win it, absolutely. Next here is Jerry Jacobs. Help Jerry Jacobs out. First off, don't put him against Cortland Sutton. Don't do that. Do not do that. Give him help. Give him safety help in this game. Again, this offense here is more dink and dunk. They do take big plays here and there. They're not a big-time play offense like that. Give him help so we don't have that. We don't want Cortland Sutton to have 150 yards receiving. Give him help. Do not put Jerry Jacobs one-on-one with Cortland Sutton with no help. That is a recipe for an absolute disaster. 110%. Absolute disaster. We do this, we're losing. Understand what you have with your personnel here. We know he's struggling. So give him help and don't set him up for failure. And if you're like, we need something else, look at Stephen Gilmore. I know he's inactive every game, but the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. We have seen it. What's the worst that can happen? Stephen Gilmore get blown out and get beat up? Well, that's what's been happening anyways. So at least it's something different. So consider that, please, just to see what would happen. If he sucks, he sucks. But guess what? Jerry Jacobs sucks right now, and we already know Will Harris can't do that right now. So look at the other options, possibly. We have to win at the line of scrimmage on the defensive line. Denver Broncos' sixth best offensive line of football. They're very good. I don't think they're not a really good run offense, in all honesty. They're mid. I think the Lions' defense is pretty good. They can stop the run. I think it's going to be more of Russell Wilson extending the play. So defensive line, figure a way to at least disrupt Russell Wilson. It's going to be difficult, and it's a great offensive line. But figure ways to disrupt the play, whether jumping, trying to knock the ball down at the line of scrimmage. Whatever you can. Bruce Irvin may play in this game, and that could be a big-time help. Again, I'm recording this now. I don't know if he'll actually be in the game. Maybe we'll know beforehand, but that's my 2 cents there. Help out this defensive line. And lastly, and surely not least, play with confidence. I know that sounds silly, but you're at home. It's prime time, 8:15. You have an opportunity to win the division. You have an opportunity to seal a playoff berth. Play with confidence. Don't be scared. And that's to every player on this team, offense and defense, special teams as well. Play with confidence. Jared Goff seems a little skittish as of late. You're at home now. I think you shouldn't be that skittish. Go out there, play a solid game. Same with every other player on this team. You do that, and you get a victory on Saturday night. The Lions will be 10 wins, and we're just looking to see what happens to Green Bay. We're looking to see what happened, because remember, the Vikings play before the Lions. If the Vikings lose and they become 7-7, if the Lions win, you're at 10-4. The Vikings' most win, if they were to win out, is 10 wins, and they have to play the Lions twice. The Packers, if they lose, they're pretty much done. So go out there, win this game, and give Lions fans something they haven't seen in a very long time. You know, making the playoffs and basically a game then from winning the NFC North. That's what we need to do in this game. Dan Campbell, have them ready. Ben Johnson, get squared away. Figure out what's going on there. Aaron Glenn, please, by all means, help Jerry Jacobs out. That's it. I want the team to win. You want the team to win. We may disagree in how we play. We may disagree and get upset when we lose. At the end of the day, every single one of you watching this video, if you're a Lions fan, want the Lions to win. That's all we want. I don't care how we get the win. If we win 3-0 like the Vikings did, I will be happy. I don't care about style points at this point. I just care about winning. So get the win. Let's do it. Let's do it at Ford Field. Let's make this crowd ecstatic. Let's go, boys. Let's go. With that said, folks, adios.